Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 16 College Football Playoff National Championship game. We've got number 1 Oklahoma making their third appearance in the big game, taking on number 10 North Carolina, making their first ever appearance in the SFA National Championship game. It's going to be one hell of a time. As always, though, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in, claim a team at any time. You can build them up through recruiting, the transfer portal, winning raffle tickets, winning in-server tournaments. It's such a fun time. It's a great community. Check out the links in any of our descriptions, and you can have a lot of fun. And guess what? If you end up winning it all, I'll send you an actual, real-life, engraved National Championship trophy along with some merch from our friends over at Home Field Apparel. So, yeah, let's just give it a second to jump on in. This is a big-time matchup. We got number 1, number 10. In the 10th season of the NCAA 14 era, Jay Jettas in Oklahoma is trying to become the first number 1 seed to go all the way and win the big one. That is insane to think about. And then for North Carolina, of course, they're trying to, this is only their second college football playoff national championship, or I guess college football playoff appearance. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun time. As always, though, we are going to go through the entire roster for both teams so you guys know what's going on, and then we'll watch the entirety of the game. And then also, before we get started, while we wait for you guys to all get on in here, right after the conclusion of the national championship game, we'll come back for the coach wheel spins for hiring and firing, and then the raffle to see who gets an 80 overall player. Now, remember, by the end of this stream, we're going to do 4 predictions. We'll do, for every quarter, we're going to do over-under for points scored in that quarter, okay? So, be on your toes with the Bobanos, but by the end of this stream, you have to have claimed a raffle ticket. Otherwise, you will not get it counted. So, make sure you claim any raffle tickets by the end of this stream, and then you'll be in there. Once we're done with that, we'll come back for the SFA Team of the Year selection show. You can be a part of it. We're going to go through a lot of the stat leaders from across the nation. And then I'm just going to kind of focus on closing down the season and getting ready for the coaching carousel and the transfer portal. Now, coaching offers will start being thrown out over the next couple of days. But the transfer portal will have to wait till I'm back from Arizona, which will be the 26th or 27th. So there's going to be a bit of downtime. But as always, there will be stuff going on in the SFA for the next couple of weeks. So anyways, let's get on into it. We've got OU. We've got UNC. It's user versus user. Somebody's getting a national championship trophy. Let's find out who it's going to be. And as always, guys, check out our friends over at Home Field Apparel. 15% off using our code SFA. A lot of people have used it. A lot of people will use it. It's a great holiday gift. I know it's a bit late, but I'd rather get late home field than nothing at all, right? Whoa. Thanks, Wind, for the sub. 22 months in a row. Wyoming wishes they could be here, but they, threw 5 picks. But we're on the eve of the real-life debut, the 12-team playoff. We're going through this new format, and UNC was the last team in. They are number 10. They're the second at-large team, but they made a big-time run. They overcame Iowa State and Ames. Then they beat Cincinnati on a neutral site, and then they beat Florida State on a neutral site. They are led by the transfer redshirt freshman quarterback from Auburn, Bob Rubshaw, the 5-star SFA player quarterback. At running back, Jason Manning. He's had an incredible time running the ball. He is probably the leader on this team for getting, if they win, the cover athlete for next season. At wide receiver, J.R. Mullins, the Florida transfer. Darren Ware had a touchdown in that last game. We'll see Ashley Burke, and then Juan Cox gets a little bit of work here and there, and some ground game work as well. At tight end, the SFA player Jamison LaCosta, 97 overall. The offensive line looks like this. Zaza Gomeshi, the SFA player, is not playing. He's hurt and out for the year. John Simpson, the Remington winner. Randy White and Marlon Hoover, the Troy transfer. On the defensive side, we got Steve Dennis, We've got Reaper Exum, the SFA player transfer from East Carolina, and Javon Ohio, the transfer from North Texas. At linebacker, you got the Pitt transfer, Clooney Bolton, Walter Leak, and Jimmy Smith. And at corner, Eric Freeman, Kevin Sellers, who's having a great playoff, and Chris Mitchell and Burdett White. And in the back, you got Yu Kachu, the transfer from NC State, and Trent Mason as well. And their kicker is Greg Briggs, 83 overall. He's 20 of 29 on the year. Big power, not so much accuracy. This is definitely built by the transfer portal. One of the first guys to go transfer portal only in Coach Sirlax's bio. Let me just catch up on the chat here. Do Bobanas carry over? Yep, they will carry over to next season. I don't think there's a way for me to reset those. Chicken and teriyaki stir fry. And all right, let's go check out the Oklahoma Sooners. Jay Jettas, Oklahoma, I should say, has the most college football playoff appearances in SFA history with 8. They've been in half of them, and they've won 2 of them already. They've never lost a national championship game, so we'll see if this is the first one. Led by Jamal Bullock, he has been an absolute dynamo from them. Big time scrambling as well, but he can sling the rock around. You might see some Brett Favre action in the run game if they go into that full house set. He is their fullback. At running back, Gus McFeeters, the SFA legend, definitely going to be a Hall of Famer in some shape or form. 99 overall. We'll see if he has a big game. His last natty back in season 13, he was a beast. So we'll see if he can do it again. Wide receiver, Todd Honey, SFA guy. Dambo Dinkins, SFA guy. Malik Dorsey, a freshman. Will Mills is the slot. And David Scott. And at tight end, Ben Carter, Obadiah Anthony. And this is the offense. Transfer from Clemson, Kyle Royal. Heath Lopez, Corey Dukes, SFA IGR, Maurice Gregory. And the right tackle, James Lowe. On defense, Willie Thompson, Paul Price. In the middle, you got Phil May and Justin Hodge. And at linebacker, Del Robacker, SFA guy. George Payne, he was a safety, moved to middle linebacker. You got the SFA freshman Scooby Lynch. And Rokeem Shields, the SFA player and freshman All-American. Out wide, Kyle Hall, Nate Hill, and Kyle Simmons. And in the back, Octavius Fenster, SFA guy. Garrett Park, an SFA player and the Jet Award winner. And Shabari O'Toole, 90 overall SFA player. And their kicker is Patrick Jones, 81 overall, 75 power, 87 accuracy, and he's 16 of 21 on the year. So, now we do have a little bit of matchup history in this game. These teams have faced one other time. The first year we were in the sim matchup, or out of sim matchup, onto NCAA 14. They met in a bowl game. Oklahoma lost that game 49-42. So will history repeat itself 10 years later is the question. But let's get on into the game. Jay Jettas, if you're here, or if you're here, Sirlax's Brio, let me know your jersey choices. The national championship game. And we are at Jerry's World, as that is the closest venue available for neutral site. Closest to Oklahoma. Remember, the 1 seed, even if they're not playing in the game, gets the closest travel time. And remember, guys, the college football playoff rankings this year are not the same as the seeding. So North Carolina was the number 3 ranked team, but they were the 10 seed because they didn't win their conference championship. Kind of taking a similar path to East Carolina. When we won it all, we lost the ACC championship and then made a run to win the Natty. Okay, so we want the traditional home uniforms. So that means for Oklahoma, I'm going with the all-whites. They've worn the all-whites the entire time. Let's go with the white alts, the creamy alts. That's what we like to call them. It's a beautiful uniform. And then we'll go the Carolina blue versus the all-whites. And, all right, so we're not just going to do a one-time prediction. We want to get you guys chances to build those Bobanas soft so you can get one last raffle ticket. So we'll do predictions per quarter for the over-under. Just let me get my thumbnail first, and then we can get on into it. Remember, the VOD and the highlights will be available later tonight and tomorrow. So for the first quarter, how much scoring are we going to see? Remember, these are two of the highest scoring teams in the CFP. Definitely the two best this year. First quarter total points scored. Are you going to go over or under 13.5 is the big question here tonight. So get those Bobanas going. We'll give you 2 minutes here. So we're going to go over, under 13.5. That number for the second quarter might switch depending on the vibes of the game, right? Remember, guys, coach firings tonight. We'll figure out who gets a reward player, and then we also get into Team of the Year tonight as well. Use your Bobanas, folks. Use them or lose them. You got to go big here tonight to try and get to 25K. If you can carry them over to next season, but then you're waiting like 3 IRL months for a chance at another player, doesn't make any sense. Go all in here tonight. Everybody should be going all in each of these polls to try and get up to 25K. We should be seeing massive amounts of Bobanas going out there. So use them or lose them is what I like to say. You have an entire season to recoup. Use them. All right. Enough of me yapping. It is the national championship game. We absolutely love to see it. Some of the best moments in SFA history have happened in the Natty. We've also had some of the, more not low-key blowouts. So, I posted them in the general chat, Mushbrain, earlier. You've got 4, so I think you have the third most right now. Both these teams are very good at scoring points, Mike. I would put some Bobanas on them. All right, enough of the yapping. Let's get on into it. The SFA Season 16 College Football National Championship is officially underway. 2 teams. Oklahoma was kind of down at the beginning, but they found a way to get on a roll. They won Bedlam. They won the SEC. They got that number 1 after a lot of upsets. North Carolina, been at the top. This is finally the year they've gotten over the hump of East Carolina, of Georgia Tech. Can they finally get to the mountaintop with a redshirt freshman? We are at Jerry's World, folks, for the SFA Season 16 National Championship game. Jay Jetta's, Sirlaxis Bryo, who is bringing home a trophy. And I think this completely falls on the shoulders of Bob Rubshaw. What version of him are we going to get? Against Florida State, they completely cleaned up the offense of turnovers. They've given up 5 defensive/special team scores in this playoff run alone, and they're still blowing people out. Can they just play a clean game? If it already closed, then no, I can't reopen it. You'll have to wait till the second quarter for the prediction. Here we go. All right, coin toss, baby. And Jay Jettas wins the toss, and he wants the ball in the Natty. We will see Oklahoma first, and arguably the best offense in the country. Now remember, North Carolina played the true number 1 scoring offense back in round 2 against Cincinnati, and they stifled them, holding them to, I believe, 26 points, but it was like a very late 26. Here we go. They start out with the full house. The first play of the Natty. Bullock has time. He takes off. We've seen this so many times. He goes. He stiffies you, Kachu, and gets 13. Bullock as well as an absolute dynamo for this team. It was a bit of a quarterback controversy last year that led to Oklahoma missing the playoff. And now Jay Jettas, he committed to one guy, and he's gotten them all the way. Can he ride them into a national championship? Man in motion. That's the tight end, Carter. They bring a blitz, and oh, it's tipped away. That is the Denton Fatty Javon, Ohio. The transfer from North Texas. D-Sleep is sick after that one. 2nd and 10. Yams it deep. 3rd play. Double coverage. It's tipped away by Yukachu. Bullock took a shot. I don't know how I felt about that shot, but the Yam does not connect, so it's a 3rd and 10. Big chance here for North Carolina. 3-man rush. Bullock has time. He steps up. He yams it deep again, and it's caught! Dambo Dinkins on your dome in the natty. They tried to tip it away, and he whiffed. What a start to the natty for the Sooners. 4 plays, and Danbo Dinkins takes a knee. Jay Jettas wins the toss, wants the ball, and yams it 2 times. There's a reason Oklahoma doesn't lose in the natty. Last time they played Georgia Southern, so it was another kind of Cinderella story. This one definitely not much of a Cinderella story. Yes, they're the number 10 seed, but they are the 2nd best at-large team in the country. The first time they beat Florida in the natty back in season 4. So 1st and 10, here is Bob Rubshaw handing it off to Jason Manning, and he loses 3. That's Garrett Park coming off the edge. Is that 3rd safety role. He has been electric for them. Yeah, and Jay Jettas looks like he might be on the move as well for next season with Taylor Prado in his back pocket. So we got the split backs now. Rubshaw over the middle. That is a catch, and J.R. Mullins gets 4. So it's going to be a 3rd and 8 here for the Tar Heels. Would love to see the Tar Heels put up a fight here today. Trips left for Rubshaw. Yes, time rolls right, and he breaks 1 and goes down. Willie Thompson gets through, and that's going to be a 3 and out here for the Tar Heels. And this might be a case of the lights being a little bit too bright for the redshirt freshman here early. We'll see if they can settle in. All right, so here comes the punt. The return, Park, the Jet winner, he gets up to the 46. So 1st and 10 now here for Oklahoma after hitting an absolute bomb. Man in motion, that's Gus McFeeters. No touches yet for the Hall of Famer as he hits Will Mills for 15. The pass game looks like it's open here early. That's not good news for UNC. They've got to figure this out. So immediately inside the 40, threatening a second score here for the Sooners. Remember, guys, that over-under was 13.5 for the first quarter. Hand off to Gus McFeeters up the middle. He's going to push, and he gets himself 5. Remember, folks, if you're saying this one might not be good, Oklahoma was up on Minnesota. Who was it? No, it was Auburn who was up on Minnesota 21-0 when they lost. 2nd and 5. It's going to be a keeper for Bullock, and there you go. A negative play. Bullock loses some yardage. Clooney Bolton, the Pitt transfer, recruited by Coach Crew at Pitt, transferred after he left for USC. So it'll be a 3rd down. Chance to get off the field. Split backs, McFeeters and Holman. They bring a blitz. Bullock floats it open, man, another first, and it's Dambo Dinkins. Danbo Dinkins having an electric first quarter here. He hits the yam and now has a couple of catches inside the 20 for Coach Jay Jettas. They're in the pistol. 4 wide. Quick throw, and they're going back to Will Mills. He only gets one. Those bubbles are always super risky. North Carolina has to settle in here on defense. You know Oklahoma's going to get their points, but you got to be able to slow them down a little bit. 2nd and 9. Bullock with the snap. Only a 4-man rush. He escapes to the left. He has some room. He's being chased, and he gets 10. It'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 6. Trying to take a 2-score lead in the Natty. Split backs. Bullock to the pistol. 1st and goal. Bullock has time. Floats. Caught! Dambo Dinkins ×2! Oklahoma takes the lead. And we're not even halfway through this first quarter, and Dambo Dinkins has 2 touchdowns. So here's the kick to hit the over on the prediction for the first quarter, and it's good. So the over hits. So I'll fling out the prediction here a little bit later for the second quarter. So 14-0, here comes UNC. They only have 3 plays to their name. See if Bob Rubshaw can settle into this game. We know the defense hasn't shown up. Still plenty of time. Quick throw out wide. That was dangerous. It's caught, but he goes backwards. That could have been another score. And you got to remember, UNC has given up 5 defensive/special teams touchdowns in these first 3 games of the CFP. They are dangerous in the turnover department. That's gotten them in trouble a couple of times. So Bob Rubshaw, he has some time. He's going to yam it himself down the seam. It's caught. Deron Ware. The redshirt freshman takes a hit and delivers a piss missile to get them back in this game. The Yams are flying here in the Season 16 National Championship. First and 10 across the 45. Bob Rubshaw, they got to get Jason Manning going. They'll hand it off here. He breaks 1. He pushes forward. He extends for 9. Jason Manning, he's had one heck of a CFP. He needs to start running and breaking apart this front 7. 4 wide, Bob Rubshaw. Bob takes off. Bob, can he make some room? He does! He gets around, and Shabari O'Toole brings him down from behind. First and 10. Quick option. Bob, he can't get there. He loses 4. Yeah, Coach Phi, so we started doing the trophies back in Season 12, and Jay Jetta's won Season 13. He's under 18, so I needed a waiver. He couldn't get the waiver signed by his parents, so I couldn't send him anything. 2nd and 14. Safety coming down. The keeper from Bob, he goes up the middle. He pushes, and he gets him into a more manageable 3rd down. But Bob was designed as kind of a tree stump, pocket passer guy. So that's not really his game. So we'll see if they can find something more his speed. It's 3rd and 8. The Tar Heels drop back over the middle. Hits his man up the gut. A push to the goal line. It's Ashley Burke. So here come the Tar Heels now. An amazing response on this drive. They get punched in the mouth. They get up, and they are moving it. 1st and goal for the Tar Heels. Can they punch it in? Handoff. Manning. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They're back within 7. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. And obviously, everybody knows we like to see new people win natties. We like to see coaches that didn't get the luck of the blue square in the semifinals win games. So I think most of the nation is on the Tar Heels side here. All right, so I'm flinging out the second quarter prediction. So you have, the second quarter, nothing else scored in this quarter. We're going to move the over-under up in the second quarter. So you got 2 minutes. Go, go, go. Over under 20.5 in that second quarter. As here comes Jay Jettas up 7. Can the defense find a way? It's a split. And they're going to run a screen to Holman. He goes down. It's Javon Ohio, the Denton Fatty. Javon Ohio, the only defender showing up so far tonight for the Tar Heels. Get those Babanas spent. There's no use holding on to him until next season. Try to get to 25K today. 2nd and 13. They bring 4. He escapes. Can they get to Bullock? They do. They bring him down. I believe that's Clooney Bolton. Maybe it's Walter Leak, but it's going to be a 3rd down. So 3rd and 10 for Jay Jettas. Really the first threat of having to punt. Can UNC lock in? Man in motion. That's Carter. They have 6 in the box. They bring 4. It's going to be another screen. McFeeder stiffies 1. He breaks another. And his first touch of the natty gets him 1 yard. It's almost the end of the first quarter, and the best player on the team has 1 touch. Nasty work. So here comes UNC now. They're going to get it at the 45. 14-7, already a nice natty Foreman. Looks like UNC woke up. They've decided to fight back. If you remember that dream run from Georgia Southern, they kind of wasted it all on the Alabama comeback. So here's a handoff. Jason Manning explodes, and he gets himself 16. Big run there. The holes are opening here for the defense. So 1st and 10. Safety's coming down. They're stacking the line here. 2 tight ends. The handoff to Manning. He gets through. He breaks, and oh, he's hit hard. Feisty defense, man. Shabari O'Toole has become a despicable safety back there. Number 49. Nasty work. These safeties are so good. 2nd and 4. Handoff here to Manning. He breaks 1. He's trying to fall forward. He gets 2. I continue to think that safety might be the most important defensive position in the game when it comes to winning a natty. So 3rd and 2. Last play of the first quarter. Hands it off. Manning. He finds some room. He breaks, and that's going to get 6. So as we head to the second quarter, Oklahoma leads 14-7. We've got a good one brewing, folks. Is the ACC getting another natty, or is Oklahoma becoming the sole leader in national championships? Here's Rube Shaw. They bring a blitz. He takes off. He gets sacked. It's Del Robacker. He was killing Coastal with those sacks, just bodying Bryce Beers all day long. I think he had 3 sacks against Bryce. So split backs now for Rube Shaw. Drops back, 3-man rush over the middle, hits his man, and that's J.R. Mullins. He needs to have a big day as well. It's only his 3rd catch for 6 yards. He's known for stretching the field. Product of that failed Dogwater, Florida experiment. Rube Shaw's out! Oh no, we got a backup quarterback. He yams it over the middle. LaCasa catches it, but it's fourth down. So Rubeshaw leaves the game on that sack, and now the backup is in, but Rubeshaw should return. But here's the kick, and it's missed. Whoa, no! UNC, what are you doing? The big power kicker with just missed. You cannot miss those opportunities. So here comes Bullock now. Yams it deep. Oh no, there goes Will Mills down the sideline. Yukachu brings him down. The corner yam. And here comes Jay Jettas. The injury looks like it happened on the injury happened on that third down, but it said he will return, so he will be back the next drive. 1st and 10 now. Here comes Bullock. To the corner, it's McFeeters again. Still no carries for him on the day. His second catch. Nine for 11 start for Bullock. Absolutely feasting here tonight. Offset pistol. Oh, they finally give it to McFeeters, and he goes down. It will be 3rd and 7. Reaper Exum, the former East Carolina Pirate. So 3rd and 7. Big chance here for UNC. Get off the field. They'll flip the play. Mills to the slot. The snap. Bullock, 3-man rush. He has time. Bullock, plenty of time. He yams it. It's intercepted! It's going the other way. He tested double coverage. What a play from the corner. Chris Mitchell trying to find Todd Honey, who does not have a catch today. So the first turnover of the night goes to OU. And Bob Rubeshaw is back. He missed one total play. Bob over the middle. And that's caught by JR. But once again, 4 yards. Mitigating the long yam. And still no points in this quarter as we get a gifted sub to Sierra Laxus Brio. Thank you, Daddy Cryo. The GOAT. 2nd and 6. Up the gut is Manning. That'll be a first down. Cryo is our GOAT. Also organizing charity for the SFA. Shout out to him that we raised $300 this season. And we're close, I think to 1,000 total over the last 3 years of SFA Cares. So, Coach Cryo doing some great work in the SFA. You guys can clown on him all you want, but he's a very, very, very valuable member of this community. So 2nd and 4, the split backs. Oh, Bob Rubeshaw goes up the gut, and he's going to get the first. So Bob Rubeshaw injury looks fine. He took that himself. They're across the 50 trying to tie this game up. Rubeshaw over the middle, hits his man, and that's going to be a nice gain. J.R. Mullins. So now inside 35. 5 minutes left. 4 wide. Rubeshaw. It's going to be a handoff here to Manning. He gets to the outside. They seal it. He turns the corner. There he goes. 17 for Manning. The Tar Heels are heating up, folks. You know this Oklahoma defense has some very elite pieces and some very not elite pieces on this defense. Definitely some vulnerabilities as we go split. Rubeshaw has time over the middle. Dumps that broken tackle. It's Mullins. Ball's on the ground. No way! Oklahoma picks it up. Will this stand? Mullins puts it on the turf inside the 5. There's no way, right? We have a fumble and a turnover in 8 straight games. There's no way. All right, we got a coach's challenge, so it's not booth review. Is he down? It looks like it, but there's a lot of bodies. Don't know if they'll have enough evidence. When does that ball come out? Here, ripping at it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And they reverse it. UNC gets the call to go their way. So here we go. UNC to tie the game. Hands it off. Manning, touchdown Tar Heels. Down 14, and they erase it in the blink of an eye. We got a tie game, folks, just across the halfway point of the second quarter. Oh, baby. Now, there is some missed opportunities already for both sides that could be focal points at halftime. You got Oklahoma with the turnover. You got UNC with the missed field goal. And also some ball security question marks with the fumble. So here comes Bullock. How is he going to respond to throwing the interception? He was just trying to force it on 3rd and long. Bullock, he takes off this time. He has some room. Breaks that tackle. The Denton Fatty couldn't bring him down. And he gets 19. For those of you guys that don't know, North Texas, that's located in Denton, Texas. Big server lore if you haven't been around the Denton Fatties. So that's why I call Javon, Ohio a Denton Fatty. Both safeties coming down here for Bullock. Bullock has time, floats to the outside, and once again hits Dambo Dinkins. He gets 9. Second and 1, safety coming down. You could choose solo high safety. And Bullock takes off. He has room. Cut off field. There you go. And he goes down another 12. Once Bullock starts running the ball, man, it's tough to stop. You got to spy him. They're already inside the 40. Plenty of time left in the quarter for you overbetters. Handoff now. Gus McFeeters, only his 2nd carry of the game, his 4th touch. Or I guess 5th touch. He gets 3. So the SFA Hall of Famer not doing too much, but he's normally starts popping off in the second half. 4 wide. Some defensive confusion here. They floated. Wide open man, it's Dorsey. There was nobody covering him. Malik gets an easy 20. Looks like they were too busy audibling, got caught out of whatever look they wanted, and just gave Malik Dorsey a free first. So Oklahoma now inside the 20. You can't make that kind of a mistake. So, oh, they get him to jump. That's Ohio. There's no flag as Dinkins almost scores a 3rd. Dinkins trying to get on that cover. 1st and goal. We got 4. We got the full house, a triple option. McFeeters can't get in. What a tackle by Heath. It is tough to stop McFeeters in goal-to-go situations. 2nd and goal now, 4 wide. Inside 2.5 minutes. Hand off to McFeeters. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Oklahoma retakes the lead here in the Natty, trying to end the #1 curse. No #1 team has won the national championship in the NCAA 14 era. That is 10-year drought. And Oklahoma is the first #1 seed to win a game in the CFP since Tennessee back in season 11. So here we go. Here's the return for UNC. Nice broken tackle there. And on the flip side, UNC is the lowest seed to ever make a national championship, the number 10. So here we go. 2 minutes, 14 seconds. UNC gets the ball after half. A chance to take the lead and get the ball right back. Rubeshaw, 3-man rush, dumps that off to Manning, who is now hot as a pistol, and he gets 2. You overbetters are cheering for a UNC touchdown as there have been 14 points scored in this quarter. Second and 8. Here's the pistol. Rubeshaw floats it, wide open man. Somehow Bob Rubeshaw is able to find the open man in all of that cluster in the backfield. Remember, this guy was designed to be a tree stump, so tall he can look over and see the open man, not very mobile, and he did it just right there. That was perfect. Now across the 50. Under 2 minutes. Quick option. Bob, he keeps it. Bob, he can't break a tackle, so he only gets 2. Second and 8 now. Clock continuing to tick. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. It's a blitz, and they call a screen. The perfect call. Manning breaks up 2 tackles, a third, and he gets a first out of it. Making these Sooners look silly. Toppling them like the Sooner schooner. Here we go. Minute left inside the 40. Rubeshaw. He has time over the middle. Oh, it is... Ah! Rollbacker almost took it for 6. That was your chance. 2nd and 10. He keeps it now on the read. He cuts up field. He breaks a tackle. That's a first down for Rubeshaw. They hurry it up. Still holding the timeouts. Inside the 25, it's Rubeshaw. 4-man rush. He has time. He rolls right. He takes off. He cuts up field. And Rokeem Shields, a freshman All-American SFA player, brings him down. 2nd and 8. Trips left. 48 seconds left. Rubeshaw. He has some time. He's rolling. He cuts up field. He finds his man, Jamison LaCosta, the only true recruited SFA player on this team. They'll hurry it up. It'll be 3rd down. 4 wide. 30 seconds left. Rubeshaw. 3-man rush. Rubeshaw has some time. Floats it deep. My God, that's out of the building. And the overbetters are... Wait, they're going for it! I thought it would be the field goal unit, but no. Here we go. 4th and 2. It's a keeper. Rubeshaw doesn't get there. George Payne, the converted safety, makes the biggest play of the game. Oklahoma takes over. 23 seconds. McFeeters, he shrugs one. You got to be careful with McFeeters, folks. And they are not going to call a timeout, so they're going to probably run one more play here. What a game this has already been, folks. The last play of the 2nd quarter. Bullock, he takes off on the feet, and the Denton Fatty sacks him. So as we hit halftime, folks, of the national championship game, Oklahoma has the lead, 21-14. All right, folks, the under hits on your bets, and that is the lesser. All right, folks, now we go to the third quarter. And we are going to get a little bit crispier here. I think we're getting a bit sharper now. You got 2 minutes here. Over under 16.5. Get those going. Remember, you have to take your Bobanos and you have to retrieve the raffle tickets in this stream. I will not count the next stream. You got to do it this stream and DM me. And then we'll come back here right after the natty for the coach firing wheel. As you look at the first half stats, very even. We'll see if North Carolina can tie this up. And for Oklahoma, they need the ball more. That time of possession is crazy, but North Carolina is not doing anything with the ball. All right, Pizza, DM me the 2 tickets. I don't see a third ticket. Oh, 5 saying 3 tickets. All right, so we start the second. Yeah, Bobanos are not for rejects. The raffle will be back next season. You can save them, but I would try to go all out. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jason Manning. He breaks a couple, and he gets himself 3. Yeah, bananas. I said Bobanos will not be used for rejects. I haven't decided the system yet, but it's not going to be Bobanos because you can pay real money to get more Bobanos in terms of like your yield rate. So it won't be getting a player, just the raffle. All right, so 3rd down here for UNC. Right out of halftime, we'll see if Sir Laxus Bryo made any good adjustments. Rubshaw has time, floats it open, man, and a big hit. He survives Fenster, and it's a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Rubshaw having a day. They got to find more points. Corner blitz picked up. He yams it deep down the left side, and it tipped away by Nate Hill. Just not enough oomph on that. Once again, hit as he threw. 2nd and 10. Quick option, and Rubshaw keeps it, and he gets himself 3. Another 3rd down coming. 3rd and 7 for UNC. Rubshaw has some time. Hits his man, and it's dropped. This time, Deron Ware could not hang on, and the punt unit will come on out. Oh, and he shanked a doodle dude. 21 yards from Triplet. The special teams are folding here for UNC. Remember, Triplet threw a pick 6 on a fake punt against Florida State. So Trips left. The handoff to Gus McFeeters. He cuts inside. Yukachu saves him for 5. And watch out, folks. McFeeters has 14 yards. He does this so much. He does nothing in the first half. And then at the end, we're looking at the stats. He has 150 yards. Watch out for McFeeters. Bullock now, 2nd and 5. He takes off and it closes. Oh, the Denton Fatty stripped him. But they pick it up. Javon, Ohio almost forced a crazy turnover. Third and 6. UNC trying to get the ball back. Fakes the throw. Bullock. Oh, no, that could have been picked. forward and White drops it. Back-to-back chances at a turnover and they can't. A wind to remind me. Make sure you DM me that you redeemed a one ticket. As here's the punt and they clean it up. Now at the 29. Bob Rubshaw. They play it to the edge. Oh, a stiffy on Robacker. A broken tackle. Jason Manning for 5. 80 yards, and they have come incredibly tough. He's been so good in this playoff. Can they ride Manning to victory? Where have we heard that before? Definitely wasn't watching Buffalo as Arch Manning did nothing. It was all Apollo Ames. 2nd and 5. Rubshaw. Free blitzer. Floats it late. Almost picked. Both these quarterbacks, man, living dangerously. 3rd and 5. Rubshaw has time. It's only a 3-man rush. He steps up. He floats. Open man. They turn upfield. A big play for Ashley Burke. 3 for 64. Burke is showing up. Not the best day offensively here for UNC, but they are still in this game. First and 10 at the 40. Can Bob Rubshaw, redshirt freshman, get it done? The handoff to Jason Manning. He goes right, and he is brought down after 1. Inside the 40. Trips right. UNC, this is their chance. Hands it off to Manning again. He runs over 2 and makes this a 3rd and short. You got to wonder, though, UNC, the missed field goal, the going for it on 4th down, that's 6 points they could have had. 3rd and 3, Manning, he tries it once again, a linebacker. This time it's Shields ends the drive. The SFA linebackers and, dare I say, the Legion of Dread making their presence known, and they'll try a 50-yarder. The 50-yarder to make this a 4-point game. Kick, it's up, and it's good! Just an incredibly weird sequence here tonight for North Carolina special teams units. Shanked punts, a missed field goal, a failed 4th downs, and then a made 50-yarder. And now they'll kick it deep, down 4. So for those of you guys betting in the 3rd quarter, that's 3. So you need 2 touchdowns now. We're just across the halfway point. What can Bullock come up with? They hand it off to McFeeters. He goes up the middle. He breaks 1. He'll get 5. Coming out 4 wide here. They bring a blitz. Picked up. Yams and almost picked again. Bullock just hasn't been himself through the air since that 1st quarter. 3rd and 5. Trying to avoid another 3 and out. They bring 4. Bullock. He's going to get hit. It's Reaper Exum. The ECU transfer. Latina Juice making its presence known here in the Natty. Let's go! Flame, make sure to DM me about your raffle tickets. So here comes UNC. They're down 4. They'll start across the 50. Jamal Bullock, no completions here in the second half. That is nasty work so far. Can they hang on? First and 10, Bob Rubshaw. They bring a blitz, it's picked up, and LaCosta gets himself 3. Both defenses have really shown up in this game. We started with the Yam Fest, now they settled in, both defenses giving it their best shot. Second and 7. Rubshaw floats, and it's almost picked! Oh, that was it! Garrett Park had a house call. You cannot throw a little dink or a little dunk or a little duck. Third down. Rubshaw. He floats it to the corner. Wide open. It's Ashley Burke again. Inside the 30, trying to take their first lead of the day. Rubshaw. Man in motion. Hand off here to Manning. He cuts upfield. He gets a hole. He cuts left. He's still going. 11 for Manning. UNC has all of the momentum, but they are 2 for 6 in red zone today. That is nasty. Floats it. Manning, he gets walloped. Absolutely nasty work to go 1 for 3 pretty much in your 33% in your red zones in the Natty. Truly a nasty stat right there. Second and 8. Split back Rubshaw. Quick option, he floats. Manning, he tries to yang it, but he can't get through O'Toole. He gave him the stiffy, but took him out with the legs. So it's 3rd and 12. Rubshaw. A delay give on 3rd and 12. Manning, he cuts and he can't get there. What a call. And they'll bring out the field goal unit. Oh no, a 28-yarder from right hash. The kick, it's up and it's good. We got 6 points here in the 3rd quarter. Now you just feel like, why didn't you kick the field goal at the end of the first half? You would have had the lead. So here comes Oklahoma. They've done nothing in the second half. A little over 10 minutes left in this national championship game, and it is close. And they are swallowing McFeeders up like Skyflyer in a salon. 2nd and 10. Split backs. Bullock to the pistol. Bullock. Yams it deep, hits his man! It's Todd Honey! He makes his play! Yukachu can't bring him down! 68 for Todd Honey! His first touch of the ball game! The BearCave reward! The legend! Todd Honey finally gets one! And you know Oklahoma's back. First and goal for the Sooners. Brett Favre on the field. Full house. It's a throw. Dumps it to Favre. He breaks one, and they can't get it. Yukachu swallows him up. Calling the trick play here for Jay Jettas. What a call. Try and get the backup quarterback a touchdown. Wearing the Terrell Remmers number. That's just nasty work. 2nd and goal, 3rd quarter coming to an end. The under bettors in shambles here. 2nd and goal. It's a takeoff for Bullock. That's going to be a touchdown for Oklahoma. They re-extend the lead. Unbelievable. Right down the field, and the under hits, folks. So now it's time for the 4th quarter. 4th quarters, typically, you do not score too many points. So it's going to go back down to 13.5 because of the clock running type stuff. But down 8. You guys got 2 minutes. Get those predictions in. Your last chance to make Bob and us before the end. 13.5. What's going to happen? Down 8 for UNC. Some point, folks, the field goals are not going to work. At some point, you got to start scoring touchdowns. Split backs for Rubeshaw. Does he have that dog in him? He has time. He throws, hits his man. It's Manning. Jason Manning, have yourself a ball game. Yes, sir, the under won. So, in the 1st quarter, the over hit, and then the under hit in the next 2 quarters. 1st and 10. Rubeshaw. Once again, dump set off to Manning. That was late. Nate Hill hits him. Living dangerously, throwing it out wide. All right, make sure to DM me if that's another raffle ticket, Wind. You got to DM me how many. I have 2, but you got to remind me to check. 2nd and 13. 28-20. Both teams have scored 30-plus in every CFP game. He dumps it off to Manning again. Runs over a man inside 30. Stiffies him! Oh, baby, we're in the red zone. Jason Manning, hero ball. This man wants a ring. The ceiling is the roof. Here we go, UNC. They've not had the lead once tonight. They're in the red zone, though. Trips left. It's a screen. It's open. Deron Ware, he gets nothing out of it. Under 8 minutes to go. Second and 10. Rubeshaw in the pistol. Safety's coming down there, stacking that box. They hand it to the fullback, and he gets maybe 3, Gerard Holland. Interesting strategy here for Sirlax's Brio. 3rd and 7. What is the call? Just under 50% on the night. Rubeshaw. 3-man rush over the middle. Hits his man. It's Lacosta, but he can't fight. 4th down. Decision time. They are going for the score. Not playing with field goals any longer. Here we go. Quick option. No! Turnover on downs. Another failed red zone attempt for North Carolina. And the Sooner faithful are starting to think number 3 is in sight. 6.5 left. The handoff to McFeeters. He runs over one. Not like this. Not like this, Tar Heels. Get a stop. Please. Bullock out wide, and McFeeters steps out. He's having a terrible game. 3rd and 7. Oklahoma looking like they're trying not to lose. This is critical. They'll start running clock here. If they get it. Bullock, 3-man rush. Bullock yams it deep open, and oh no, it's Will Mills. The Tar Heel can't believe it. We're at 6 minutes. Will they start running clock? Bunch to the top. They're audibling. Bullock. The handoff to McFeeters. He doesn't get anywhere. The safety comes down and makes the play from behind. They have bottled up this run game today. They've done their absolute best on defense here. 2nd and 13. Bullock over the middle. Oh my God, that was the chance. Where was that going? It's 3rd and 13. Oklahoma's so bad at clock management. Trips left. Bullock. They bring up blitz. He floats wide open. Malik Dorsey. Where's the defense? Where? 5 minutes left here in season 16. A trophy. Some free home field on the line. Split backs. Floats it to the corner. It's McFeeters. He stiffies one and he goes out of bounds. McFeeters twice on this drive stops the clock. Across the 50. Will they start running clock here? No. The handoff to McFeeters. He breaks and he can't get the first. Another chance for UNC. Another chance for the Tar Heels. And we got goal line formation. Who is making the play? Now they will start running clock. So after this, if they get this first down, UNC is going to have to start calling the timeouts. Third and 1. What is the call? The fullback dive doesn't get there. Everyone thought it would be McFeeters. And they're going for it. Natty on the line. 4th down. They're going to run clock. Split backs. Oh, baby. Cheeks are clenched across the nation. 4th and 1. Legacy on the line. Bullock drops back, yams it deep, and it's caught! Todd Honey, the senior. He came back, and he may have just made the play. So now they got to hope for a turnover or something. Split backs. And they're running more clock. I count 4 chances for UNC on this drive. Split backs here for Oklahoma. It's Bullock. He's still throwing it. He yams it to the corner. It's caught by McFeeters. And he gets 7. Clock continues to run. No timeouts yet for UNC. And they'll run some clocks. 2nd and 3. Split backs yet again. The handoff to McFeeters. Trying to get to the outside. He turns the corner. Inside the 5 is McFeeters. Trips left. It's a keeper for Bullock. And he's not going to get there. Respect UNC for trying, but this one may be all but over. 2nd and goal for Oklahoma. Bullock To the end zone. Intercepted. No, he dropped it. He dropped the pick. No way. That was it. Sickening. 3rd and goal. The handoff to McFeeters. He doesn't get there. And they'll bring out the field goal unit to push it to 12 or 11. 11. The kick, and it's good. UNC had it. They had a chance. They've had like 6 chances. So 2 minutes left in a dream. You need 2 possessions. J.R. Mullins. Are we going to get another cream and maroon logo? Bob Rubshaw, does he have something spectacular in him? Rolls right. He's going to throw it left, and it's dropped by Jason Manning. Three-man rush dumps that, and that's going to be a first down for Jamison LaCosta. They hurry it up. Oklahoma can feel it. The #1 curse about to end. Rubshaw yams it deep. He's open. Oh, it's a foot race, and they trip him up. You got to hurry this up. The yam connects. Clock is running. Rubshaw. Over the middle, it's Manning. He gets a 6. You got to keep going. 2nd and 14. Or 4. Dumps that short to Manning, and he doesn't get the first. Clock continues to roll. 3rd and inches. Rubshaw dumps it late to Manning, and he gets the first. A minute on the clock. Rubshaw will throw. Rubshaw to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. Deron Ware makes it a 4-point game. All right. So now they got to go for 2. To make it a 3-point ball game. The handoff. Manning doesn't get it. They need a tutty. So here we go. The onside kick in the natty. And it goes way out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
Trying to bounce it off a player, it just doesn't work.
Still first down.
Oklahoma has the ball. It's victory formation. Barring a miracle, Jay Jettas may have just done it again. And as we hit 000 here in Season 16, Coach Jay Jettas has done it. He's broken the curse of the #1 seed and taken Oklahoma all the way to the natty. It was a weird one here, folks, but Oklahoma did just enough to bring home his 3rd national championship of his career. Season 4. They beat Florida. Season 13, they beat Georgia Southern. And Season 16, they take down the feisty Tar Heels. Bob Rubshaw looks on, a redshirt freshman. He still has one heck of a career to unfold. Congratulations, Jay Jettas, on your third national championship in SFA history, becoming the first coach to win 3. He was the only coach to win 2. And also, Oklahoma becomes the only program with 3 national championships. That will do it here for Season 16. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back in the new year for Season 17. Unbelievable job, Jay Jettas. For as much as we give you crap, a well-deserved national championship, and I'm glad that you'll finally be getting yourself a real-life national championship trophy. So yes, let me pay out the Bob Anas. It went in the under here in the fourth quarter. If you're going to get more raffle tickets, you got to do it right now. So is that a third one for Wind? All right, Wind, make sure to DM me. So in this stream, we got Pizza getting 2, Wind getting 3, and Flame getting 2. Remember, guys, we'll be back here in a couple of minutes to do coach firing and the raffle wheel. But first, let's check out the stats. See how this one went down. Dambo Dinkins having one hell of a first quarter. That 62-yard yam to start the game was unreal. And I think the game honestly came down to special teams errors. If you look, they lost by 5. They missed a field goal in the first quarter, and then they went for 4th down twice. That's 9 points potentially off the board. If UNC had some more sound special teams, this game could have been a lot different. But what a game for both teams. So Bob Rubshaw, he goes 27 of 34, 303 yards, and a touchdown. Dallas McDonald had to come in relief after a first half sack. Jason Manning, one hell of a time. He might be coming back, and rightfully so, man. 20 carries, 102 yards. Like, this was his worst game of the run. But he also led them in receptions. J.R. Mullins definitely had a bad last 2 games. But other guys did step up. On defense, Trent Mason. There's only so much you can do against an Oklahoma offense. These were the TFLs. They had 3 sacks. That's really nice. The interception goes to Chris Mitchell. A lot of other opportunities, though, to make picks. And Javon Ohio, he forced the fumble, but they couldn't recover it. So there's just a lot of missed chances. And the kicking here, 2 of 3 here on the field goals. Definitely feel like there's some better opportunities. And then Triplet averaging 27 a kick. And for Oklahoma, Jamal Bullock, 20 of 27, 319, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Run the ball. McFeeters did not have himself a good day like you would think in his last career game, but he goes out with 2 national championships as Jamal Bullock leads the way in rushing. Dambo Dinkins goes 5 for 104 and 2 touchdowns. And in his final game, Todd Honey gets 2 catches for 85. 1 was a yam in the fourth quarter, and a 4th down conversion to seal the game. So congratulations, Honey, on a great career and his second natty. He also dominated pancakes like normal. Fenster had 11 tackles. A lot of TFLs here on the night. The sacks go to Thompson and Robacker. The interceptions, none on the game. They lost a turnover battle, and it did not matter. And they had 1 kick, and it went through. So congratulations, Jay Jettas, on another national championship trophy. I'll make up a flyer, send it to you here. So, players of the game, Jamal Bullock, Jason Manning, Javon Ohio, and Shabari O'Toole. So, that is going to do it here for Season 16, guys. Thank you so much. We're now going to transition into the offseason. So, coming back here in about 5 minutes, we're going to do coach firing and also the raffle spin to see who wins a reward player for this year's raffle. And then we'll come back after that and do the Team of the Year stream to pick the Team of the Year. And then we'll be done for the night streaming-wise. and the VOD, the highlights for this game will be coming out, and then we're gonna take we'll do the coaching carousel over the next couple of days while I'm traveling, and then when I come back after Christmas is when the transfer portal will open. So I'll give you guys updated budgets over the next couple of days, updated transfer portal scholarships, right? So a lot of moving parts here over the next couple of days. Thank you guys so much for supporting the SFA and checking in. 16 years in the books, 10 seasons on this game of NCAA 14. Just over 4 IRL years of doing this every 5 to 7 days. I love doing this. It's one of my favorite things. Thank you guys for watching. Another great season in the books, and we'll see you guys in a couple minutes.